Hi there, Cindy J from Green Bay, coming with a grocery haul, but mixing it up someplace different today. It's not Walmart for once. I went and I checked out Fresh Thyme. This has been in Green Bay for a couple of years now already, but it's in sort of an inconvenient spot. And it's Saturday morning, I was out and about running some errands, and I thought, what the heck, once in a while it's fun to just go to a different grocery store that you've never been to and roam around, see what's available, get some new ideas for meals. Going to the same place all the time, you get stuck in the same routines and pick up the same stuff. And let's face it, Walmart Supercenter, you go there and you get everything you need, one-stop shop, but then you miss out on kind of some of the more specialty items, some of the fun items. So I spent $124.06. So what you're about to see is $124.06. I got 30 items total. Certainly nowhere near as much stuff as you can get at Walmart. But let's check out what stuff I did get at Fresh Thyme. I also noticed, which I thought was pretty cool, Fresh Thyme appears to be a big supporter of local producers, distributors, whatever. And I noticed that in various sections they would have, especially if things were made in Wisconsin or even made in Illinois. I went to school in Illinois, so I'm familiar with a lot of the suburbs around Chicago, so it's fun checking out the labels and seeing, oh, made in Rockford or Downers Grove or, some of the places around there that you'd only know of if you've, spent some time in that area. But at any rate, at Fresh Thyme, I did pick up some fresh goodies. I got some asparagus. It was $1.99 a pound, I have to say. I was impressed. What I noticed with the Fresh Thyme is that there were some good sales, but outside of the sales, stuff was noticeably pricey there. There was certainly a surcharge, so to speak, but the experience was much different there as well. A much smaller store, helpful people, etc., compared to Walmart, where it's just, it's a big, huge place. If you're in one end of the store and you forgot something, oh my Lord, whereas this is just, a small place. I was kind of ping-ponging back and forth, changing my mind on this and that, but it was fun. It was fun checking things out. So I thought $1.99 for asparagus for early February was a pretty good price. So I'm glad I picked that up as a treat. And I got a dragon fruit, and this was only $3.99. I've paid $9 for these before. They're a nice treat. The thing about dragon fruit is they don't taste like much of anything. These white ones. It's more a texture thing. I just love how they look, or excuse me, how they taste with the those little black seeds in there, and it's just a texture thing. So maybe we'll have to do a taste test with the dragon fruit a little bit later because it is a fun one. So asparagus, dragon fruit. This one was fabulous. This was $3.99. $3.99 for 2 pounds of strawberries. 2 pounds. Obviously, they're getting rid of the clearance from Valentine's Day, but they look like nice strawberries. They have a nice smell to them, so I'm really excited to dig into these. I mean, 2 pounds, I'll be eating I'll be eating strawberries every day for a week, but I do enjoy some fresh fruit in the morning, so that'll work out really well. And then I think I did get, some blueberries. I haven't had blueberries in a minute, so I also picked some of those up, and strawberries and blueberries, and cut those up, maybe put a little half and half with it. Oh my goodness, just such a wonderful treat. Or just straight as a snack. I mean, snacking on blueberries and strawberries, can't go wrong with that. And then this was fun. They have this big charcuterie bar with all these different sorts of fun cheeses and toppings and things of that nature. So I did splurge. These were around $5 a piece, so a little bit on the expensive side. This is red pepperzini peppers. So they look pretty good. They're in some kind of an oil. but they're these sweet peppers that go great on sandwiches. You can put them in salads. I've been, again, trying to eat a lot of salads, so, that'll go great on there. Some artichokes, so, again, great for on salads. And then I also picked up a slice of pizza from there, a pre-made slice of pizza, and I think I'm going to put some artichokes on it for my lunch, as a matter of fact. And I also splurged and got some wings there as well. They had a neat looking hot bar, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chicken wings, 5 hot wings for $4.47. So that's not too gosh darn bad for those. I'll probably eat half, and then I can leave the other half for Jay, because I don't know, they just look really good. And I got some dipping sauce to go with that somewhere. At Garden Ranch, but I'm sure that'll be okay to go with the wings. But yeah, so that'll be a nice little Saturday treat, and I can then also use this to go with a bunch of baby carrots that I have to get used up and stuff. So yeah, it was nice. I was going to stop at a drive-thru on my way home, but then when I saw the hot bar, I'm like, oh, pizza and wings, shucks, can't go wrong with that. And then I have been on such a chips and salsa kick lately, so I picked up, of course, some of that. I got some medium home style salsa, the Fresh Thyme Market brand, and it's the one that was cold in the deli area. And again, if you're make a point, if ever possible. I mean, sure, shelf-stable salsa is nice if you've got to travel or you don't have access to refrigeration. By all means, use that. But this stuff that has to be refrigerated is just nice because there's no preservatives in it. It's just the tomatoes and some peppers, and good stuff. So yes, got my home style salsa, and I thought, yes, I did get also a medium salsa roja by Casa Sanchez. So something a little bit different. So I don't know, we'll see which one tastes better. I mean, I guess salsa's salsa, but they're not all created equally, of course. So we'll give those guys a little taste test later. And ooh, sweet cherries, I didn't even see how much. Oh, $7 a pound, so not too bad. What I have here is only a half a pound, a little over a half a pound, so $3.63. That's not very much, just a little half pound. I mean, that's a bowl full, basically, of cherries. But, I mean, they're just coming out. They're always very expensive when they start showing up this time of year. So that's why I just got a half a pound just as a treat. So I can just take a few and sprinkle them in with my strawberries and blueberries and have a nice fruit dish. I'll be all set. And then, of course, I did need some eggs. I used more eggs this week than I usually do, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I was making birthday cakes for Jay. So I did run out of eggs, but that's okay. Picked up a dozen of the good old eggs. Always need to have those on hand since I used up the last of what I had this morning on breakfast sandwiches. Oh, and then I also got this as a splurge, Pico de Gallo. I am not a cilantro person, and it's such a strong flavor, that cilantro. But I think just a little bit of it mixed with the onion and, the extra tomato, because sometimes the salsa, when it gets to the end, it gets a little watery. So I thought, oh, this will be a good way to sort of chunk it up a little bit. And again, it's just nothing but tomato, onion, jalapeno, lime juice, cilantro, salt, garlic, period. That is all that is contained herein. So I really like it when I can look at a label and know what everything is. I mean, I understand that preservatives are necessary. I mean, most stuff you're going to see that and contains 2% or less, but we can't go shopping every couple of days either necessarily always to have the fresh stuff. I got this as a little splurge. This was like $5. It's the Heavenly Hunks Ridiculously Amazing Birthday Cake Gluten-Free Bites. I had bought these for Jay a while back just because it cracked me up. I mean, heavenly hunk, ha ha ha, get it? So I put it in his lunchbox with a little note, and he does like, birthday cake flavored stuff like that. And then when I was putzing around at the office the other day, I noticed he had still had the wrapper. And when I see that, that tells me he likes something if he keeps the wrapper. So I did throw it away on him, but I'm going to replace them with these here. So he probably didn't know where to find them because I had gotten those ones at a different, not at Walmart, some obscure store. So I was a little surprised when I saw them at Fresh Thyme. I'm like, oh, cool, I'm grabbing them. And then I also picked up for him these Dream Pops. They're 100% plant-based cookie dough bites. Chocolate-covered frozen dessert. So I don't know that this would be ice cream. If they're calling it a chocolate-covered frozen dessert, it's probably an imitation ice cream of some sort. I mean, it does say 100% plant-based, so I'm assuming that's dairy-free. Not that Jay has any issues with lactose intolerance or anything like that, but it just caught my eye because it's something that I thought he would enjoy, and I just, like I said, I wanted to pick up a few snacky items that are easy for him to just grab and eat. I mean, even if something's got to be microwaved, he doesn't want to screw around with it because he's so busy. He just wants to be able to grab something and eat it. So these types of things are nice when they're in the container. You can just grab it and go. And then I got these chicken and cheese enchilada, like a kit. And this I got a good price on, $4.99, like $5 for a 4-pack of chicken and cheese enchilada. So I imagine you just bake it. Yeah, just pop it in the oven. So that'll be a nice supper. So under, right around $5, and this will be more than enough food to feed both of us. But I don't know that he's really the biggest fan of enchiladas because he doesn't love all that sauce. But I'm sure he'll eat it once. I mean, the price is right. Again, around $5. That'll feed us both, and we can have some chips and salsa to go with it. So we can have a great Mexican night. And then I also picked this up. I had never seen these particular types of meals before. Cafe Spice chicken curry with basmati lemon rice. So it appears to be something along the lines of a convenience meal. So 320 calories. See, it says 320 calories, but this is how they always love to get you too. Is, it looks like a meal for one, right? Well, you look at the nutrition facts and it says that it's two servings in here. So really, this is 640 calories for this. This really isn't that much rice. I mean, it's not that thick of a meal. This is really for one person, so. But, I mean, this wouldn't even be enough food to feed Jay. He would need something else to go with that. So I don't know how they come up with that being enough for two people. I got this Greek feta salad, and it's got the olives and different seasonings and stuff with the oil. So I thought I'd give this a try. Again, this was around $5, but I thought this would be a nice addition for the salads. Sprinkle those on top. I don't think I'm gonna get Jay to eat this. I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna be sneaky, and sometimes that'll work. Like, I'll ask him if I can try putting something or other, like red peppers, because he doesn't like green peppers. Green peppers do have a strong taste to them, but I snuck some red peppers in, and he actually was like, oh, what was that? He liked it. So maybe I can get him to give this a try. Otherwise, I'll be eating some Greek feta cheese on my salad here for the next week or two. Let's see. It says it's good until September, but I don't know that I really want that rolling around my fridge all summer long. I think it'll be used up long for that. And then I stocked up on some beverages. I got some organic kombucha. And it's Fresh Thyme branded. So, I mean, I figured a place like that would, of course, have their own line of kombucha. So the blueberry matcha and the raspberry hibiscus are the two flavors that I decided to pick out, to try out this time. So we'll see how that goes when we get around to them. But the problem is I really only can open one at a time of these because they are fizzy, and I don't want to lose all those good, probiotics that come in there. So I keep them sealed until I'm ready to drink them. And I think I'm actually going to enjoy with my lunch this one here. It's fresh squeezed tangerine juice, but I'm kind of questioning exactly how fresh it is because it has a best by date of March 16th of 24. Well, it's February 17th. I mean, if this really was completely fresh squeeze has maybe a week at best of a shelf life, because I bought this yesterday at that health food place, this Weekend Glow juice, and this one was $9, but the ingredients are purely just the grapefruit, orange, carrot, and ginger, and it has to be consumed by the 20th. So you only have, so whatever, I'm sure it's just fine, but again, in order to keep it on the shelf, I'm sure they have to do something to it. I mean, if they don't have a big enough turnover for that product, otherwise, go pay $9, I guess, at a juice place, right? And then these are crunchy cheese bites, and it's just a tiny little bag. They had bigger ones too. I just got this one to sample it because these puffs look like they'd be something that would be nice to dip into, like these different, various dips that I purchased today. Let's see, one of them in particular is this street corn dip. I thought was intriguing here. Street corn dip, and what it contains is roasted corn, sour cream, and mayonnaise, distilled vinegar, egg yolks, citric acid, and then a bunch of other crap. So, I mean, this one, yeah, it's got like all the preservatives and stuff, but of course they had like a little sample guy, and it was pretty darn tasty, and I'd never had this before, so I did pick this up and got these to try them out with. Although it feels like the package, I hope it's not like just smashed. It looks like they're supposed to be puffy, and you know what? Let's just open it up and take a look. Let's see here, because I'm curious. Oh, okay. So that's cool. That's not too bad. They're not crushed. They're just like little corn puffs. So cool. Well, that'll be a good snack that I can have this afternoon with my corn street dip with my crunchy cheese bites. And also got this sea salt pita chips. So hopefully these are good. I was looking for something to go with all my dips and stuff. I did get this was a really good price actually. I was impressed by this. 2 for $5 or $2.50 each. So I got a yellow corn and I got a white corn, organic. I mean, they're chips. I don't think organic really means much of anything in that department. So these two to go with all the salsas, and then these sea salt pita chips, because I thought, the tortillas I'll use with all the salsas, of course, but I don't think that the tortillas are gonna go that great with this, so that's why I got the pitas, because I figured, just this little tiny bag of the crunchy cheeses isn't gonna be enough anyway, so I can use this pita to finish this off, and hopefully Jay will give this one a try, because there's really nothing in the ingredients that I think he wouldn't like. So I'm gonna attempt to maybe put it into like a little container, because if I put like a little container that is just ready for him to scoop out of, he'll take that for a snack. So we'll see. And finally, last but not least, always fun to check out the deli and the meat department. I got this Ruby Bay smoked salmon, and I really like this because it's smoked and ready to go and, you know, ready to eat. I can just pop it in the fridge, and this is one of Jay's go-to snacks as well. And again, I love it because it can just sit in the fridge as long as it stays sealed. It is good until mid-April, so April 14th. And you can't go wrong with salmon. So I'm gonna get that in he was on a salmon kick for a while, but I overdid it and he got sick of it because I was giving it to almost every day because it's good for him. I mean, it's hard to find things that are healthy, as I say over and over and over. Anyways, I got these Italian Supreme stuffed mushrooms, but they're all packaged nicely, so I'm not gonna tear them apart. So that'll be for Jay. He loves mushrooms. So that worked out nice because I do not like mushrooms, and they're stuffed with sausage. Yes, Italian sausage. Sometimes they'll just use like ground beef, but I don't like sausage either, but I do like just regular beef. But Italian sausage stuffed mushroom, that would probably be about the last thing that I ever want to eat. So this is going to be a great thing for me to make for him one of these days when I make something else like this curry chicken or something, because he's not really into the curries. I don't think he'd be interested in that anyway. And then I also purchased portobello stuffed chicken breast. Well, one of them is portobello stuffed, and then the other one is supposed to be with some cheese and asparagus. And of course, I picked up these chicken cutlet stuffed chicken dealies before I found the asparagus. Well, they were already packaged. I'm not going to go back and be like, oh, well, now I'll just make my own with the asparagus. But we'll see how it turns out. So hopefully it's good. And the two of them came out to $7.76. That's not too bad for two nice size pieces of chicken breast with some additions within them. And then the $5.91. So yeah, almost $6. And there's quite a few. I think there were 6 or 7 caps in here. So yeah, it wasn't too bad at all. So that is my $124.06 haul from Fresh Thyme in Green Bay. Again, the price is a little bit higher, yes, but I really enjoyed it being a smaller store. That was cool. Oh, and then they gave me this free sample. Hilma upset stomach relief, so good, free. So I definitely will go there again, I think. That'll be something to do on a day like today, on a Saturday, where, you know, I've got some time to dawdle and poke around. Like, I certainly wouldn't go to that store to do, like, my regular shopping to get, like, my staple items like that. Like I said, I just got the eggs because I needed them. Otherwise, to go for some, like, that's why I ended up with so many of these, you know, specialty, you know, dips with the artichoke and the special pepper and the, you know, feta and all this stuff that you don't really get the opportunity to find at Walmart. I did see at Christmas time they had some really sad looking dragon fruits at Walmart, but they were pretty expensive there too. Otherwise, the only other place I really have seen them is at Festival, but they're about $9 there always. So yes, this was a nice treat to run into for sure. And I was really pleased and impressed with the produce selection overall. I mean, I thought that was a really good price for that asparagus. Well, it is a great price for the asparagus, especially this season. And then my big pile of fruit here. So I'm really happy with my produce haul, with my fruit haul. Since Jay does not do fruit whatsoever, well, I'm on my own with that, but that's okay. I love fruit and I eat it all. So, all right, well, I hope everybody is having a great weekend and see you soon. Thanks for hanging out with me.